Oops, sorry guys. One second, guys. I'm enjoying a little bit of chocolate. I was doing something else for this week, but instead of postponing what was supposed to be today's live, we are going to do it at a later date. So we're just going to carry on. Whatever we've missed, we've missed. I've been busy with my parents' anniversary. So yeah. Both channels have suffered a little bit. Today, we're going to be looking at the shelf. I got to figure out where to point. Up top. And rather than taking the animals off the shelf, we're just going to look at them as they are. I think that'll work better. Well, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Because there's a lot up there. Some of it you have seen. Some of it you haven't seen. Some of it we've done reviews on. Some of it we haven't. Yeah, I don't know how I want to do it. So I'm going to get them down. Which is always disconcerting for me because I don't want to get them out of order, but I also don't want to lose any. So bear with me a few seconds whilst I figure this out. So, the top shelf is organized according to Antarctic and Arctic animals. Then it is prehistoric creatures. I didn't know where to put the ammonite or the Dunkleosteus, so it is up there too, along with Asia, most of Asia. And so everything is grouped basically by continents. So, you guys, I know you have seen probably more of this guy than you want to see. This is, of course, my leopard seal. And you've seen him in other videos and stuff, several shorts. probably more than you'd ever want to see them. We have the platypus. By the way, this is a male platypus. And we know that because, as I've shown you before, he has spurs on his legs. You can see one right above my finger there. We have an emperor penguin. This is from Schleck. We have a crocodile that is standing in for the saltwater crocodile. I don't actually know the species this is modeled after, but yeah, so that's that. We have a huntsman spider. Very cool little spider. The frilled lizard. Love the little guy. We have a koala. Now, this was bought at a zoo. I don't remember the zoo. Possibly Hogle Zoo in Salt Lake. Possibly Lincoln Park. Somewhere. It was bought somewhere. We have a kangaroo with her joey. There's the little guy or girl right there. And last but not least, we have the cassowary, one of my favorite creatures. And I sort of felt like we were missing one, but I don't know what that missing animal is. So I'm not going to worry a super lot about it right now. Instead, I'm going to put these guys up and get the next batch. And I do have to put these guys back up in a manner that allows me to have access to them, but also protects them, because we don't want too much dust getting to them. That's always an issue. And as usual, they are out of order. That's okay. A lot of these animals have not made it into lives yet. Some of them, I think, have made it as far as reviews go, maybe. Some of them have not. And I don't remember what has and what hasn't. I just know I have to be very careful because some of them are tucked away. Just one person so far. Wow. Okay. We have this guy. I think this is Megacerops. Not sure that is. I'm just going to do the ones I know. I'm not going to... I'll show everybody, but I'm not going to name everybody. This is the Mastodon. Looking really regal and like he's trumpeting. Maybe to tell an enemy to go away. Maybe to greet his herd. Or her herd. Not really sure which it is. We have the mammoth. His place is actually right between the Asian animals and the, So we have this guy who is actually pretty cool. It's interesting. They're either, the big guys are either elephants, rhinos, somewhere in there. This is, of course, the woolly rhino. That big old horn. We have the lovely little ammonite with his tentacles that stick out his mouth. Actually, I really need to quit calling them tentacles because they're actually arms. And then we have the ground sloth. He's a lot bigger than the little sloth in Ice Age. And then we have the two little armadillo guys. Probably not so little. This one has a big old spike on him. Cute. He has actually a really cute face if it would bother to focus on him. And then there's this guy. Now, again, this is an animal that I don't know where to put him. So he is what he is. And then lastly, we have this guy. I think Andrewsuka, something like that. No, Deodon, I think. I'm really bad with the names for these guys because I don't use them an awful lot, you know? That's always a problem for me. If I don't use something a super lot, okay, if I don't use something a super lot, and I think that's everybody, we lose that. And that's really a shame. I don't like the thought of losing something I've been given. So just something to think about as you're going about your day or whatever. If you have a hobby, use it. Don't let it sit and rot because otherwise you will lose it. And not necessarily lose it, but it's really easy to forget and not make use of it. We're taught at my church that hobbies and talents are given to you to use. And so I think you should. You should use the hobbies that you've been given. And yeah. Something I'm going to start doing a little bit more of, I think. Just because I need to. I think we all need to. So Asia, we're going to do, I think, in a couple of attempts because there's a lot of them, guys. Hopefully you could hear me while I had my back to ya. Yeah, you really do. And it's sad in a way. So this is the newest edition. This is the proboscis monkey. I think from an angle you can see why they call it a proboscis monkey, because he's got that big nose. Przewalski's horse. And guys, I am sort of going through this a little bit fast because whoops. Okay, so I'm trying to get back into doing polls a little bit. This is the Przewalski's horse, or the Asian wild horse, depending upon who you talk to. We have the orangutan. He's a big guy. He's a chunk. I know people amongst my members. I forgot somebody when I did the prehistoric guys. I forgot Similodon. I apologize for that. I know some people don't care for that orangutan, but honestly, I think he's one of the better looking ones. We have an Asian elephant, and I believe this is a female. And the reason I say that is because females don't always have tusk, but males do. So that could be a female. We have the Komodo dragon, of which I have a couple, but this is my biggest. And I like it so much that I probably won't get another one. This is the Babirusa. Pretty iconic little animal with his horns that actually sort of grow, or tusk that sort of grow out of the skin. We have the greater one-horned rhino, or the Indian rhino, depending upon what name you want to give it. The Bactrian camel, which is the video that will be popping up on my main channel tomorrow. We have the Sumatran rhino. We don't think of, at least I don't, they are mammals. But these guys actually retain hair on their bodies. That's why this guy is textured a little bit. You can see it's on the top and on the sides. He's textured. He's also got sort of that plating going on that the Asian has. We have you will see two of these in upcoming videos because I want to redo this. I want to redo the other videos. No, they actually have. So the Indian rhino, or the Asian one-horned rhino, has one horn. The greater one-horned rhino has one horn. The Sumatran and the Javan both have two horns, I believe, but they're fairly small. One is here, and the other one is here. So yes, they do have horns. You will see this animal again because I have two of these guys, and one of them will be in the very short collection of European animals. Yeah, And then finally, I have two more to show you from this batch. This is the clouded leopard. And as you probably already know, this is one of my favorite animals. Now, to finish off the Asian section, or at least the smaller animals, I was told I had to put the Yeti up there. So there's the Yeti. I don't know why I was told to have him up there, but he's up there, and it is what it is. So again, you get to see my backside for a little bit. Yeah. I was supposed to do a conservation spotlight this evening, but I decided, since I was already running low on time, that I would just do this. So again, I apologize for not having the other live ready for you guys, but with everything that I've been doing this week, preparing for yesterday and helping out around the house, it just worked out that I didn't have the prep time that I wanted for lives. So yeah. Wow, it actually looks better, I think, this time around a little bit. Okay, give me a hot minute to get these guys down. Most of these are bigger animals, and I say most because not all of them are. And I do have some animals that I do have to get on the shelf somehow, because I realized I left out the bear. This is the Burmese python. It is an albino Burmese python. I didn't pay attention when I bought it, because originally I thought it was a ball python. So this is my Bengal tiger. That's what he looks like. That's his mouth and his body. I don't know if I've ever featured any of the tigers in any of the lives. Now, I'm thinking this is a Amur tiger or a Siberian tiger. I'm not really sure, but I have two of them. So one of these potentially, anyway, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to make promises I can't keep. This is the Siberian tiger, or the Amur tiger. She or he looks like it's being playful and maybe playing with one of the kittens. I don't know. Not super crazy about that face. Not sure what that face is doing. And then we have, nope. That's melanistic. They're a little bit lighter in color than the Bengals. That's about it. This is the leopard. And you might be wondering, why is the leopard in Asia? Because leopards live in Asia as well. And then, of course, we have the, wait a minute. Okay, I see him. This is the red panda. And then the next time that we do one of these, you will meet the other Asian animals, which I think there's 5 other Asian animals. Huh. What's missing from Australia? So anyway, that was the top shelf. Sorry it's not all darn it. Sorry it's not really super exciting. But that's what's up on the top shelf. So it's basically Australia and Antarctica, which I just realized there is not an orca up there, which is fine. There doesn't need to be. But the next time we do this, it'll be a combination of most of my African animals, as well as a few oddities that I didn't have room for anyplace else. So there's African, yet to do, dinosaurs, aquatic animals, minus a few, and then South America. Oh, I'm sorry, Europe, South America, and the Arctic plus North America are combined. So yeah, really looking forward. Why is that not standing up? That was crazy. I do need to find a home for him. I don't know where he's going to go. Not really. Not really. I only have really only 2. Now, I do have some orcas, and so they could go up there, but I also only have really, if you're talking Arctic animals, the walrus, the polar bear, maybe the moose. No. maybe not moose, but the polar bear, the walrus, the wolf, the caribou, maybe the lynx, and some of the whales. No, I don't have a sun bear. No, sun bears aren't aquatic. Sun bears are tropical. I am going to try, well, not for this channel though. I don't know why I have those open, because I thought I already addressed this guy. Yeah, orcas are aquatic, but so is the leopard seal. But I do have two of them, and I only see one of them. I wonder what I did with the other one. That's odd. I'll have to find it, because I sure don't know what I did with it. Because I ran out of space. So you'll notice that with Asia up there, you'll notice that there's actually a black panther, which is typically found in Asia, a snow leopard, a gibbon, a white tiger, and a panda. So there's more there than just the panda. My shelves are only so big. So there's that. He's actually there's not a lot of space. So that's why. You will also, and you can't see it, but the pangolin, I decided to put him in Africa, even though, because there are African species, even though he isn't necessarily strictly an African animal. Yep, that's why. I really lost track of time. Really bad. Was trying to get a video up, and yeah, it just did not really work out the way I wanted it to because we stayed at church so late. I was super tired. I should sleep good tonight. It was close to 1 a.m. or after 1 a.m. when I finally fell asleep. I don't even know if mom and dad are home yet. Dad came home, showed off the garden, and then they were going to go out to Stephanie's. Yeah, I have no idea. I do know I need to eat again. Tuesday's live for the other channel. I feel like I don't do lives on this channel. They don't grab the same attention. I probably need to change the settings on the lives. I keep saying that and it just hasn't happened. So, I'm just going to go through the list for this week. So today was supposed to be West Indian Ocean Coelacanth. On this channel, like I said at the beginning, I am not doing that. We will just move it until later in the month or later in the year. The Dark World of the Illegal Pet Trade is Tuesday. Next up is on this channel is Conservation Facts, the different levels. Then Friday is Exploring Nature Bats. And then Saturday is Outdoor Safety Ticks, which I've probably covered 500,000 times, but gosh darn it, it's important, guys. And then Sunday is Conservation Spotlight, Tapanua Orangutan. So that should be a good one. And then to finish off the month, we have Apex Predators on Tuesday, I think. What is the 31st? I hit the wrong thing. The 31st is a Wednesday. How did that happen? The 30th is a Tuesday. I don't know how I did that. August 1st, which is the following week, is going to be carnivores from North and South America. And so that'll be the animals. You'll get a sneak peek at those. Saturday, I'm thinking, because I messed up when I did that. I got to figure out where the goof up is. Because I have the 31st. Behind this Zoo to Do, Zoo Miami is the 31st. And so, yeah. Lots of really cool things coming up, even for this channel. And we actually go now, I believe, all the way into November. So, lots of stuff happening. Yeah. So, stay tuned for that. We will be doing some really cool things even on the other channel. I have sort of an announcement. I have somebody who is interested in learning about edible plants. That wild edible plants. So I'm trying to think how I want to do that. And so, yeah, that may be a thing happening. Of course, it would be a free thing. I wouldn't charge for it, but, yeah. I don't know how that'll work. I don't think I will be offering tasting of anything because I don't want to get sued. But yeah, opportunities to learn and to grow works for me. Maybe I'll put together a little slideshow for that. Anyway, I didn't anticipate it going this far, so I'm going to say good night. I will see you guys on Thursday for something. Thursday is conservation facts to different levels, and we're basically just going to be talking about the different levels of endangerment. So somewhere I messed up because the 27th is a Saturday. So Saturday is outdoor ticks. Sunday the 28th is Tapanua orangutan. The 30th is apex predators. The 31st should be, you know what? Maybe I switched it. Maybe that's what I did. Maybe I switched it. Oh, I will figure it out. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Have a great week. You guys are the start of my week. Thank you and good night. Remember to always take care of yourself and always keep learning. And I will see you in the next one. Be kind, everybody.